Hey guys, welcome back. So, it's Sunday. Happy Sunday, you guys. I finally have time to do this tutorial that you guys have been asking me for the longest. I know you guys been wanting me to do this for the longest. So, hi Fred. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and do this tutorial for you guys to show you guys the process that I go through in retwisting my locks. So, sit back and enjoy, you guys. First of all, I know that some of you guys are probably surprised that I still have my locks after I fooled you guys on April Fool's Day on April 1st. You guys thought that I was actually going to cut my dreads. I thought that was so funny. And I was thinking long and hard how I was going to trick you guys on April Fool's Day, and I was like, that's the perfect joke because I know you guys are going to fall for it. But I am not cutting my dreads, you guys. I'm never going to cut my hair. I love my hair too much to cut it. So I'm just not going to cut my hair. I love it, you guys. And I feel like the reason why I grew my dreads, it was just deeper than just a style. I think for a lot of people, they say, oh, it's just hair. For me, it's more than just hair. This is like part of who I am. This represents part of my identity. So I'm not going to cut my dreads. And look at my hands, you guys. I know you guys are like, what in the hell is up with her hands? So yes, yesterday I dyed my hair. Some parts of I highlighted my hair, not really dyed it. I highlighted some parts of my hair. I don't remember the name of the product that I used, but I got it from this Chinese hair supply store out in Crenshaw Mall. And the packet did not come with gloves. I mean, of course, I know you're supposed to use gloves, but I'm like, y'all know me. I'm an artsy kind of girl anyway, so I don't mind the dye on my hands. It's just that it looks weird and it fades eventually. Like, I've taken like a couple showers and washed my hands like numerous times and the dye is still there. But I'm not too concerned about it. It's there and it'll come off. Big deal. So I'm going to show you guys the process that I go through in retwisting my locks. You guys get a chance to see that here in this video. It's going to take a while, yes, because it takes me about, I think, a good hour. Depends on how fast, depends on my mood. It depends on like how many distractions I have, but I say it would take me about an hour, give or take 15 minutes to retwist my locks. So you guys are welcome to watch this process and sit back and feel free to comment if you guys have locks of your own, that you guys are growing. Then feel free to share if you guys have questions about my process. I talked to you guys briefly about like how I started my dreads but way back many years ago. This was back in 2005, I want to say I started my dreads. Like I said, it's been many years. I was like a junior in college, you guys. I was young. I was like 20, 21. I was pretty young when I started my dreads, and I've been growing them ever since. My hair was like this long when I started it. Look at my hands. It looks so weird. But my hair was pretty short when I started my dreads. So, yeah, it was natural. It was like a fro. I had like a little baby fro, really small, really short. And I just did it myself. I didn't use a mirror. I'm not going to use a mirror here in this video. You guys will have the camera on, obviously, so you guys can see. But I don't necessarily need to look at myself when I'm doing my hair. Usually, I don't look at myself. I don't have a mirror or anything of the sort. I just do it kind of freehand and just feel around. So that's kind of the approach I'm going to take here in this video. What do I use? So I'm going to get into that next. I'm like really I'm a minimalist, you guys. I don't use that much. I use the basics. So here I have some rubber bands, and they're black. I prefer to use black rubber bands because it kind of blends in with my hair, and I use it at the end to secure it so that it doesn't come out. And they're the small mini rubber bands, so you guys can see that. And then my gel. That's it. This is an Ampro, because I know with the live videos, everything is like reversed. So I'm going to read it to you guys. It's Ampro Pro Style, and it's protein styling gel, essentially holding gel. It helps to hold it in place. When this dries, it holds the style in place. So when I twist it, the lock will be held into place. And I like this because, you know, it's black. It matches the color of my hair essentially. And it works. It's effective. I chose to get the big bottle. I just went and got this the other day when I went to Crenshaw because I live in Hollywood, California, and they don't have beauty supply stores out here, unfortunately, that sell like products for black people here. So I have to go to Crenshaw to get it. So yes, I ended up getting on the bus and I rode to Crenshaw. The name of the store is called Beauty Club. You know, if you guys are curious or whatever, but pretty much any beauty supply store has this. And I got this size because I didn't want to keep going back and forth, you know, to the store. So I just wanted to make it like, you know, once in a few months type of thing. So first I'm going to show you where is my, I just took it out. Where is my, I'm missing something, you guys. I need something. I'm missing my hair bow. So, and I use this. So that's pretty much what, 3 items, you guys? The smaller rubber bands, this, and this. Literally, that's all I use, you guys. And my hands, you know? And then I just go for it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So first, I start from the back, you know, it feels more natural for me just to start from the back and work my way up to the front. So what I'll do is I'll pull all of my hair, and I might have to turn around so you guys can see. Some part of the video, I'm going to have my back turned towards you guys just so that you guys can see what I'm doing back here. Hopefully you guys can see. Can you guys see? Hopefully you guys can see. So basically what I do is I will section my hair off like this. And I just feel, I don't like use a mirror or nothing. The line, I feel like it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Basically, it's just to separate my hair. Let's start with this part here in the back. You guys see? Hopefully you guys can see. So I feel like that's a good amount to start with. Maybe I'll pull that one up. Okay, I feel like that's a good amount to start. So what I'll do, and I have to plait this part, you guys. This part, I ended up plaiting this part because I have to get it out of the way. I have to keep it out of the way. I mean, of course, I can just put it in here without plaiting it, but I don't do it that way because my hair will come loose, and even when I do this, sometimes it comes out. So I'll do that. And my face is kind of greasy because I just put some lotion on my face. So I'll do that. That way it's out of my way. Boom, out of my way. So now I have this to work with. And y'all see I have a lot of new growth because I just let my new growth come in like that. And then I get my gel, my black styling gel. This is my favorite kind. You guys see? It's a lot. Of course, I don't need that much just for this style that I'm about to do, but I have enough to go around. So how I like to do it, you guys, what I'll do, I have to turn around and show you guys. So I'll just go ahead and put this gel on all of the whole entire section like that. That's just how I like to do it. Because I feel like I have to prime my hair. I have to get it ready to be twisted. I'm priming it so that it will get ready. It's ready. When I get ready to get to that part, it will be ready for me to twist it. I know some of you guys, like, for you guys who have dreads and you guys use different types of gel, tell me, you guys, what kind of gel products do you use, or if you even use gel? I know people use different things, but this is what I prefer to use. And so, can you guys see that? So what I'm about to do now, I basically do divide it into thirds. So I'm going to take 1/3 of this back section to start with. And I just feel, you guys see, I'm just feeling around back there. Right? So that's about 1/3 of the back portion of my hair that I'm about to start with. And then I'll feel around and I just take one of my dreads like that. I hope you guys can see. I'm assuming you guys can see. If you guys can't see, let me know. You just started yours with aloe vera. Yes, that's even more natural. Aloe vera. And I take one and I just use my fingers. People always ask me, how do you do your hair? Like, how do you twist your hair? And I'm just like, I just use my fingers. I use my fingers, you guys. It's all finger work. You guys see the dye on my hair if you guys are just tuning in. That's just from the dye that I dyed my hair with yesterday. Okay, and so what I'll do after I twist one of them, I basically hold it like that in one hand. And then all of this is just, I'm feeling around, you guys. I'm using my hands to get an idea of how it feels. And I just twist, 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 twist. And keep going. This is about the rate that I go to, you guys, when I twist my hair. This is about the rate that I go. You guys can see. You guys can see. I've been using this mango lime gel. Yeah, people use the mango lime gel too. That works. I think the mango lime gel is clear. I like to use the darker gel for some reason. I don't know. I like to use the black gel. Seems like it holds better and then it blends in with my hair. And it doesn't flake either. I don't have issues with flaking with this. You guys see? I just feel around. Okay, I think that's all of them, right? So sometimes I'll go back over it like this. Depending on how tight I want them, you know, I may pick some out of there and kind of go back over them to retwist them. Make them a little bit tighter. Not always. And then what I do to secure it is I plait my hair. So I'll take it and I'll plait it like so. Plait it like that. What'd you say, Fred? I've been using this mango lime gel. Oh, that's what you said. I thought that was somebody else. So Fred, you said that. Okay, and I start plaiting it like this, you guys. Let me come around. And then I plait it. I don't know what kind of plaiting is it called, but it's basically I go under, you guys, like that. I think Africans braid like this. So I bring the plait under, you guys. And I just keep going, keep plaiting all the way. Keep going. Keep going. Yes, it can be tiring. Not now, though. I'm not tired right now. I just got the shower, and I woke up a couple hours ago, so I'm pretty energized. You definitely want to have energy doing this. You don't want to be tired, because it takes energy to do your hair, you know? And just keep going, keep going. Now, by the time I get to the top part, oh yeah, I might be a little tired, my hands, you know? Because of these motions, these motor movements that I'm doing with my fingers, you know, you have to get in there and make sure it's tight. You don't want it to come loose. You don't want it to be bulky or anything like that, and just keep going all the way down to the end. And then where are my little rubber bands? These rubber bands here. This is a close. I haven't opened this pack yet because I have plenty of rubber bands that's already in this bigger bag that I have here that's already open. So I just take one of those and keep plaiting all the way down to the end. Sometimes I don't plait all the way down to the end. It just depends on my mood. And then I grab one of these rubber bands And I position it at the end of the plait to secure it. You guys can see that's what it looks like back there. And then I keep going. So that's just one. And I did, you know, I felt like I was taking breaks because I wanted to show you guys. But if you guys can see the length of time that it took me to do that, you know, it doesn't take that long. And then I section off another piece. Basically, I take another third because here I have this section here, I have it divided into thirds. So about roughly, you know, roughly a third. And yes, of course, the hair gel that I put on my hair to prime my hair to get it ready for the twisting, some of it may have dried, so I may grab just a little bit, not much. I'll grab a little bit. You guys see, my hands are dyed, but it's okay. It's going to come off. And I'll put it on my hair, and I begin to, same process, keep twisting. Keep twisting just like that. Just like before, so as I twist one, when I finish, I bring it over here, hold it in that hand so that it doesn't come loose because it may unravel. Some people use the clips. So I know when you guys go to the hair salon, a lot of you women, you know, they clip the hair, this section of it after they twist the dress. They'll put a clip on this section to hold it. But for me, in place of the clip, I just do this. I hold it myself with one hand and I use the other hand. You guys can see I'm using both hands simultaneously. So I'll come back to that one, but let me grab this one. And this is just me feeling my hair. I've done this for so many years. Again, like I said, I started my dreads in 2015. So I've been doing this for a while. How often do you twist your locks? I twist them probably about once every 4 to 6 weeks. Keep going. Hope you guys can see. My hands may be in the way. Okay. Keep going. That feels like, yeah, I think that's all of them. And so like I said, sometimes I'll go back just to make it, I'll go back over some of them just to make it tighter, basically. I'm making it tighter, like that. All right, and then I plait it. Get ready to plait it. Like so. And sometimes y'all, like, I'll be plaiting my hair so tight, I don't realize how tight it is until after my whole head is done. And I'm like, oh, my head is tight, my scalp is pulling. So sometimes I gotta be careful with how tight I plait my hair because I don't realize like how tight I be plaiting it sometimes. So like that. Right, and then bring it around like this to finish it off. Keep going, keep going. My hair is so long, so sometimes it does take a while. The longer your hair gets, of course, the longer it's going to take to do it. But for me, like, I'll put on some music. You know, I don't really watch TV, but I'll put on some music or maybe watching like a YouTube video or something or a documentary while I'm doing my hair. Because it takes my mind off of the process itself. And so the process of me retwisting my hair and braiding my hair, it becomes second hand, like second nature. I'm not even really thinking about it. I'm just kind of mechanically moving my hands and fingers to do the job and get it done. And before you know it, my hair is done. So it works like that, you know. Like I said, before you know it, my hair is done. keep twisting. And like I already said in another video, how, of course, my dreads aren't completely even. People, I'm sweating because it's light. It's really hot. It's light I have on. But yeah, like I was saying, like my hair isn't completely even all the way around, and so sometimes it gets tricky at the end when I get ready to apply it. But I always find a way to make those pieces blend in. Because like I said, I've been doing this for a minute, so I can do it with my eyes closed. I don't even need a light on or a mirror. I've been doing this for so long. And of course, people ask me a lot of times, is that your hair? I'm like, yes, all of this is my hair. Thank you. Like, all of this is my hair, so I put the rubber band on. Now I have two. Two right there. Okay, so now I'm about to do the last one. Like I said, I'll add a little bit more gel. Just a little bit, not too much. And the same process. Just twist like I showed you guys. Twist, twist, twist. And I like to let my new growth grow out. I know people like to wonder, like, well, how often do you twist your dreads? You got some people twist their dreads like once a week. You know, for different reasons, of course. You know, a lot of people like to keep their edges, like they say, tight and smooth. You know, they don't like to show their new growth as much. But me, I actually like to show my new growth. I like when my new growth comes in. I like the nappy look. So I don't mind it. I actually was thinking about going freeform, you guys. Like before, because I actually contemplated yesterday. I was like, should I actually retwist my hair? Or should I just go ahead and start my freeform locks? Because I've been looking into it, and I really like the way freeform locks look. They're so beautiful. Oh, guys. Sorry. Hold on. But I'm like, I love the way freeform locks look, you guys. Like, I've been watching some freeform lock videos, and it just looks a lot more natural. I know down in South Florida they call it wicks, where the guys look like their hair is just sitting on top of their head when they have those dreads. I'm sitting on top of this. Pull up. Get right so you guys can see. But I'm like, I like that. You know, it's really artwork. Black people, that's why I love being black, because you get to do so much, you know, with your hair. Like, so many different things you can do to your hair. So many different hairs. Sometimes I have to be careful, like, I got all of them, because when if I'm not paying attention, sometimes I end up forgetting one, and I flatten my hair, and I'll leave one behind. Thanks, Fred. But yeah, like I love being black because you get to do so much with your hair, man. So many different styles, and you know when you have like my hair is kinky. If you guys could see my hair like in an afro, you'll see, you know, it's really kinky, and I like that you can do like we can do so many different styles with our hair. It's so beautiful. I love it, you guys. And that would be my next style, I think I'm going to do. I don't know. That's the thing about freeform. That is a permanent style. So if you go freeform, you're freeform. You know, you're freeform until you cut your hair off, essentially. But it's really beautiful, I think, because it grows. Your hair grows a lot thicker. When you retwist these locks like this, it's like you're kind of reshaping your hair in a way. You're shaping your hair to be in the shape of a spiral lock. But when you allow it to grow freeform, essentially, it grows out like a kind of like a bush. It goes out really thick. And you can still shape it, but when you're shaping it, it's not in a small spiral like this, but it's more of like a thick lock. It's really beautiful. I love those freeform locks. I just like locks, period. But I like the nappy one better. I know like some women wear the sister locks. Those are really tiny. Really, really tiny locks. I don't really like those too much. They look cute though, but I ain't really my cup of tea. I like the thick stuff. Okay, so let me show you guys. You keep moving up. Like I said, I like to move from the back and then keep going up. So I don't have to do this flat, and sometimes I do it sloppily. I don't do it as tight. And so just section off another piece, another row basically. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking it row by row. You guys can see. And like I say, I'm just feeling it. You just get a feel of how much hair I'm working with. Sometimes I do a lot of rows, and sometimes, like today, I'm not going to do that many rows. You guys can see. So that's another row. I think that's a good amount. And just go ahead and plait it just like that. I like to get the back part out of the way first, because it's like I feel like it's more work to have to pull my hands all the way back there and twist, as opposed to just holding my hand up here. You know, because actually when I'm twisting, you guys will see when I get to this part, the front part of my head, you know, I can relax my hands more, but when I'm working back here, it's like I have to put my hands up. So I do that part first. I think it makes sense. Because by the time I finish doing my hair, like when I get closer towards the end, my hands be tired. I love wearing my dreads. Sorry, guys. It's so cute. You guys can see. It's so thick. I like the way it feels in my hand. And I just pull it back up just like that. And I use this hair bow, this hair tie to secure it. Then, same as I hope you guys can see, because I'm sitting on this. I'm going to have to come down from this so you guys can see. The same as before. I go ahead and put the gel on this row. Oh, it be feeling so good, y'all. Y'all don't understand. This is heaven. It feels so good when I do this. Especially when I haven't retwisted my hair in a while. Oh, it's like my hair finally gets the attention that it deserves. Feels so good. I don't know how it be when y'all finally go to the barber shop or you go to the hair salon. I be feeling the same way when I do my hair. Let me know, you guys watching. How do you guys maintain your locks? Educate us, because I think there's no such thing as like, oh, one right way to do something. I feel like it's always many different ways to do things. So make sure. Yeah. I think there's many different ways to do things. So you guys feel free to share and let us know how you guys do yours. So being that this row here, you guys can see, as you start to go up, it's a little bit longer. I don't say a lot longer, but you know, like you say, the shape of it, of course, it's gonna be longer based on the shape, you know, of your head, like that. So this row, I'm probably gonna section it off into 4. I don't know, I might still do 3, depends. I might still do 3, but it's feeling like 4. It's feeling like 4. So I took about that much. And now I'm about to just like the first time, it's the same. I take the same approach, you guys. It's the same thing. Who's tuning in? And I just keep going. I haven't even eaten breakfast yet, y'all. What time is it? Let me see. Oh my gosh, it's like 10 o'clock. I haven't eaten breakfast. And I just twist it just like so. Keep working my way. I hope you guys can see that, because I don't know how the lighting is here. Hopefully you guys can see. Let me see something real quick. I don't know if that's better. Guys. Like I said, I just feel my way around my hair. You guys just saw what I just did. I just separated my locks because they will grow together if you don't separate them. So you definitely have to pull them apart sometimes. It doesn't hurt that much when you do it. That's why I think I prime my hair, because I expect it's going to be growing together. So I'll prime it with a gel initially, so that when I do have to pull my dreads apart because they start growing together, they start hooking up and loving each other, you know? It works. Can you guys see? So some of them, like I said, I'll go back over it. This is just to make them tighter. Give them some extra special treatment. I'll feel in between, basically, to see how tight they are. You can feel it, you know? You can feel when some aren't as tight, and then I'll go back over it. But I feel like all of them, they're fine. So I'll just go ahead and start the plaiting. Go ahead and start plaiting them. Just like so. And I'm have to make sure that it doesn't get tangled at the end, because sometimes they do get tangled. It will get tangled at the end. My hair is kind of long, you know? It's pretty long, you know? So I hope you guys can see. I'm not sure if it's better if I turn the light on or off. So you guys let me know. Like I said, I have to make sure. I just be plotting, I be moving, y'all. I see that. So my hair wants to be stubborn. Okay, and I just keep going. Now the root part, like I said, I have to be careful when I'm grabbing the pieces of my root to get ready to position it in the form of a plait to start the braid off. I have to sometimes be careful because I'll be did my whole entire head, and then after I finish doing my hair, I realize like, oh my gosh, I done pulled it too tight. So I have to remember. But this part I can pull tight. See this part here, when I get down here, this part of the braid, I can pull a little bit tighter because it's not affecting my scalp, you know? It's this part of the braid. And I want to pull this part tighter because I don't want it to come loose. I don't want to come out. And make sure that it's very secure within the braid. And like I said, you guys can see my hair is kind of uneven, obviously. So I end up with parts like this. But I don't let it stop me. Just keep going. Keep going. And then sometimes I may end up with two pieces, so I find myself just twisting it with two like that. And then I'll take the rubber band and I will secure it. At that point, secure your little baby so that it doesn't come out. I mean, sometimes you don't really necessarily have to use rubber bands, but I do. I've done it where I don't use rubber bands. So I know I said I was going to make this into 4, but I think I'm going to just do 3. Bite it like that. So we're still sectioning it off into thirds. And then keep going. Keep going. You guys can see. Feel free to drop your questions below if you guys have any questions on this process. Or if you have any tips, of course. If you have any questions or tips, feel free to leave them below. And I do not go to the salon. I always come across people, you know, men and women who do dread natural hair, and they always give me their business card. Like I got one the other day. Let me show you guys in a minute. I got one from this guy the other day when I was in Crenshaw, and he was telling me that he does hairstyles. He styles dreads, and he gave me his business card, and I'm like, I don't allow people to do my hair for some reason, you guys. Because I just prefer to do it myself. I've been doing my hair for a long time myself. And then, not only that, but when I was younger, I used to do other people's hair a lot. So, I don't do other people's hair now. I mean, I'm too busy. But I used to style other people's hair. I used to do braids. And like I said, because I don't use a mirror, I have to feel around to make sure I'm not missing any. Keep twisting, keep twisting. You guys can see. Feels like all of them. So I'll go back over to make sure that they are secure. And usually this stuff takes about, because I started my hair when it was dry. Excuse me. So I started, y'all did my dreads, right? I'm twisting my dreads and they're dry. And I choose to do that for a reason. Because I feel like, I don't know, I just like working with dry hair as opposed to wet hair. Wet hair is so sensitive, I think. It's more flexible, I think, yeah, but it's very sensitive. I prefer to let my dreads dry. So I, did dye my hair yesterday, and I washed it, and so this morning now they're dry, and I decided to go ahead and twist it. But then when I put the gel on it, because the gel is wet, it makes, parts of my hair still wet. The roots of them will be wet. And it takes a good day, a good 24 hours for it to dry. And when it's dry, you can go ahead and just take it out. But I usually allow my plaits to stay in longer than 24 hours after I twist my dreads, because I like the style. Like, it's not just, for me, it's not just like an intermediate style, but for me it's like a standalone style by itself when I have my hair in these little plaits like this. So I like it. It works for me. You guys can see. And yes, I'm braiding it really tight. These braids are really tight, you guys. I braid pretty tight. I remember when I was growing up, and I used to do like everybody in my family hair. I used to do everybody in my family hair, basically. And I remember doing my sister hair, and she would be complaining how tight I braid, and she would think that I'm doing it on purpose, like I'm trying to hurt her. I'm like, girl, I'm not trying to hurt you. This is just how I do hair. Like, I have heavy hands, so I can't help it. I braid really tight, as you guys can see. But it comes out nice. You don't be complaining when it come out. Like, they like it. They pay me for it. But this was many years ago. Like I said, I don't do hair anymore. This was back in the day when I used to do hair. I used to do braids. I used to do all kind of hair. Y'all remember crochets was in back in the day. In the 90s, those crochet locks. So here I'm putting the rubber band on the end to secure it. But those crochet locks were in back in the day. And I used to do those. I used to do the micro braids, so the shreds, the tiny box braids. All right, so this is the last section here of that same row I was working on. Let's see. Maybe I might need another light here so you guys can see. And add a little bit more gel. I actually got pictures. I believe I still have it. I actually have a photo album book of people's hair I did when I was in high school. I think I still have it, and I'm gonna share it with you guys so you guys can see some of my work. But I used to like to do most of my clients were male clients because they were wanting to get their hair braided in different designs. So I have a lot of pictures where you see like different me, doing different guys' hair, and they have all kinds of weird designs in their hair. And I would just come up with these designs. Like, some would have idea as to what kind of design they wanted. Like, some would say, I want a fishbone. That's a certain kind of hairstyle with braids. But y'all see how my hair, like, some of it like to grow together. Yeah, some of them, and then some didn't necessarily have an idea as to what kind of style that they wanted. And I would just come up with something. Random styles. And they'll look through my book to see what other styles other people got, and then they'll point to it and then do it. And then that's the style that I would do for them. See, this is like, I don't know how many months. I probably went like 8 weeks this time, I think, since I last did my hair. So that's why you guys can see that some of these dreads were trying to connect to their own thing. That's what freeform locks are, though. The ones I was telling you about that I wanted to do. Freeform locks, they connect just like that. dokie. So, just like before, so you guys can see, I'll just go back over these just like before. Some of them anyway. Not all. Hold on. Make sure this thing don't fall. Okay. Let's go back over some of those. You guys see? Thumbs up if you guys can see. I want to make sure you guys can see, like, this. Whoa. Sitting on this pillow. Making sure you guys can see the root of my hair. Sometimes I'll twist it, like I'll grab it by the root here and like twist like that on the root, but sometimes I'll grab it and twist down here. So it just depends, I guess, on how tight I want it. And then make sure I have all of them, make sure I'm not missing any, I just go around. Like I say, usually I'm using a camera now to show you guys, but usually I do not have anything that I'm looking at, so I can't see my hair. I just do it based on feeling. Feel back there and make sure I have all of them, and then start plaiting it. See, right, just then, you guys, I just did it tight, not even realizing, so I know my head. My poor scalp won't be screaming, saying, ah! Sometimes I do braid it a little tight. I'll pull my, at the root, I'll pull it tight. And so you do that for every single plait over the entire head. Yes, it's gonna hurt. Your hair is gonna be tight, but it eventually loosens up. Appreciate it, Fred. Thanks. But over time, it does loosen up. But I think, I know I braid tight, but I don't think nobody braid tighter than those Jamaicans, man. Jamaican, Africans, they braid tight. Tight, tight, tight. I remember my sister best friend, she was Jamaican. Oh my gosh. This is back when I was in high school. She braided my hair. Y'all, my forehead was pulled back. Like, she had braided my hair back. I had got some weave added to my hair. This is when I was in high school. And I had got some weave added to my hair. And I think I still had a perm then, too. Because I didn't go natural until I was in college. And so, she didn't pull my hair back, braided it straight back, got the straight back. The Clio, y'all know the Clio straight back. But it was a small, tiny braids with the extensions. And when she got done, y'all, when I say my forehead was pulled all the way back, my forehead was twice the size, y'all. I was like, oh my gosh. She killed me, y'all. And I couldn't sleep for like 2 weeks because my head was hurting so bad, and to lay down on my hair, it was tight, y'all. Sometimes I find myself pulling my hair that tight too, not even realizing it until I finish, and at the end it's just like, oh, so tight. But see, with me, I can do something about it. I can actually take it out. Once these things dry, I can actually take the braids out so that it's not tight anymore. I definitely braid my hair tight. The tighter the better, right? The tighter the righter. I always get asked, y'all. People be asking me, do you do hair? And they just be wanting me to do their hair so bad, and I turn people down because I'm like, I don't want to get this started. I don't want to get clients do their hair, and then they want to come back. Because I have too much other stuff I'm focused on already, Like right now, finishing up my PhD program, that's priority. Doing that, I'm seeing clients. Not only that, but I'm running nonprofit organizations. So y'all know I just don't have the time. Okay, so I'm gonna have to come off these pillows so you guys can see this part. Okay, okay. So I'm just turning around so you guys can see what I've done so far. That's what I've done so far. So it's like what, half of my head basically. And keep going. So I section off another row. And the row basically can be how big or small you want it. My rows are probably about 3/4 of an inch. It might be an inch and a half. But they're not really that wide, you guys. My rows aren't that wide. Let's see all that new row. Let's see. Because even when I started my dreads, I did not. When I started my dreads, y'all, I did not use a comb or none of that. I was just feeling around. I was just feeling around, and I was going by based on how it felt. I was actually in my sister's hospital room. She was delivering my nephew, and I was in there bored, and nothing to do. And so this is how I'm gonna section this one off. I think that's about right. See, y'all, like I said, I don't even use, when I do it, when I'm not sitting here in front of this camera, y'all, usually I don't even look in the mirror. You see how long this is taking for me just to section it off? I don't be doing all of this. It's extra stuff. Okay, so I feel like that's about right. So I'm going to go ahead and plait this. And y'all see, as I work my way to the front, and I already did all this in the back, the size of this plait here gets smaller and smaller. I think they call this French braiding. They call this French braiding here. I don't have to be perfect because I'm about to just put it up here in this little bun just so I could keep it out the way, basically. The color I used, you guys, when I dyed my hair yesterday it's called Crimson Red. So that's the color that I use. Oh, hold on, let me make sure this is separated and out of the way. Don't need those hairs on in the way. Okay. So here you guys see, that's row number what, 3, right? It's the 3rd row. Dreads. What I'm about to do. And now so far, you guys, as you guys can see, I've been doing it, sectioning off each row into 3s, right? So I think I'm gonna keep that same pattern and do 3rds, section off into 3rds, just like that. And instead of, because of course this is more dreads I'm working with, I know that you guys saw when I initially started, I would prime my hair, right? I was priming it. I'm not going to prime this time, the whole row. I'm not going to prime the whole entire row with the gel. I'm just going to do the section that I'm working with, basically. But I already know it's going to dry by the time I get to the other parts, right? Oh yeah, that feels so good. Wet. And it's good that it feels like that, you guys, because it makes it easier to work with. I'm about to twist these bad boys up. Okay. See, look at that. Sometimes before I start twisting it, I'll separate them. Because I know that these jokers have started growing together. So sometimes, see, look like they already pretty much separated. But sometimes I do have to separate them because they be growing together on you, girl. Things be growing together. And I don't necessarily want them to go together now anyway. Now, when I do the free form, which I probably ain't gonna do the free form, you guys, until I actually get maybe in my 40s. I think, I'm in my mid 30s now. I'm gonna keep them like this for a while. I had to separate it because it was kind of going together. Sometimes it hurts. It's like, ow, you're pulling your hair. But it's just hair, right? It goes back. Let's see. So it's like as I'm twisting one, I'm holding the others. I could have a clip, but I don't work with clips. It was unnecessary. And I just feel around. Oh, I did want to show you guys this oil. I meant to show you guys. Hopefully I don't forget to show you guys a business card that I got from Crenshaw. Keep going. Keep going. I used to be going pretty fast too, you guys. And it's so simple. It's just, all you're doing is just rolling it around your finger. People are like, how you do that? How you do that? I think the fascinating thing about dress is not so much the process of it. I think it's more the fact that the texture of our hair, the fact that our hair can do that. It's not so much the fact that, okay, we can do this. Well, I guess that's part of it too, right? But it's just, I think it's more about speaking to the flexibility of Afro kinky hair. When people be like, how do you get your hair like that? Because my hair is Wakanda strong, baby. The black hair is beautiful. It can do a lot of different things. And so, like I said before, what I'll do is I'll just go, grab some, and twist it just like that. Go back over some of these bad boys. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry, that was notification I got interrupted my broadcast. Okay, so that is all twisted up. And then now, this is my favorite part. Plaiting. Like that joker. I'm pulling it basically to make it tight. We're gonna make sure all three sections are even. And then just come on down. Like the price is right. Come on down. Come on down, baby. Come on down. Yeah, I've been seeing the posts that people have been making about this whole Saheed Vassell situation. It's so unfortunate. People are saying that he deserved it. I'm like, y'all, this man, he just pranked. He was running down there, walking down the sidewalk, pranking people. How many times do white people be playing jokes on other people as if they about to do something when they just joking? No, it's not to say it's right. But it's like, if you can't tell the difference between when somebody is joking and something being serious, let's just keep it real, you guys. A shower head does not look like no freaking gun. If you walking down the street and you saw somebody holding a shower head, just because they holding it like a gun, you're gonna look at that motherfucker and be like, if you don't stop playing, it's like, stop playing. Rest in peace, Saheed, man. This man, I know he was having a psychotic break. Say he had bipolar. He clearly was not in touch with reality. He had lost touch with reality. Probably was in his own world, of course. So unfortunate. So here you guys, working my way down to the end. This plait. My plaits are pretty long. They're pretty long. This plait, look. You can almost touch my leg, you guys. You guys can't see my leg. See? Pretty long. I might have dropped the phone. It's a pretty long plait. Once I get to the end, I just grab one of these jokers and secure it. I'm probably gonna have to get some bleach and wash this stuff on my hand. It comes off. I notice, like, when I use soap in the bathroom and put it on my hand, I see like the lather is like reddish, pinkish, so it's coming off slowly but surely. It's coming off. All right, so you guys can see when I'm done. You grab me another third of a section. Ow! It didn't really hurt. I was just joking. I got another third section. It's about a third, right? Yep. And then put some gel on that bad sucker. You guys see, I don't know if you guys can see that part of my head. I'm holding my head back. Hopefully you guys can see. See that part? This is a big, kind of thick section right here. I don't know what to do. Making sure that it's completely covered in gel. The roots, that's the most important part. The other part doesn't have to be covered in gel. It's the roots. Because that's what I'm twisting. And we're twisting the roots, you guys. Like, white people always want to know, how do I do this? So now I can show them. They are so fascinated. Now, white people with the texture of hair that most white people have, they can do dreads too. It just takes longer. The process takes a little bit longer. And I just keep twisting. Just like that. It always be freaking me out when people watch me and don't say nothing. It's like a person, like a pervert. I don't want to call you a pervert, but it's better if you interact than just sit there and watch. Say something. Like I say, usually this is how I am usually, guys. This is how the position I am. And usually, if it wasn't a camera, this is what I'll be doing. I'll be having my head down like this, not even looking at anything. I'll just be feeling around, grabbing dreads and twisting them just like this. Woo! Y'all see that? These jokers be going together, boy. These jokers be going together. Yeah, if your goal is to keep them as locs, then you have to separate them. But if not, if you're doing the free form, then that's the whole point. You want them to grow together because it's the free form. How was church, y'all? For y'all who went to church today, as I say, what the pastor talked about. What the pastor talked about today. I haven't been to church in forever. And this is there's this convenience store. It's like a mom and pop 99-cent store that's not too far from where I live. It's walking distance. And it's owned by some Africans, right? And so like it's up until now. It wasn't until, just recently the other day when I went in there. But up until then, everything was cool, I go in there and the lady would have like small talk with me, ask me how everything going, right? And so, I don't know, the last time I went in there, she got a nerve to ask me something, oh, you go to church, you remember the church? I say no. I already knew what she was heading, right? I said, no, I'm not a member of a church. She was like, oh, I gotta invite you to my church. And then she started going into, the importance of going to church and it's good. And I say, I believe God is in me. I don't feel like I have to go somewhere to get God. He is in me. She was like, yeah, and she always have her Bible by the register, right? She got it like behind the register and she has it open. And so she's reading, I guess she'd be reading in between her job or whatever, in between customers. And so, I don't know, I guess she was feeling the spirit or whatever, but she was like, oh, well, you should read your Bible. She was really like preaching to me. And I'm like, this lady, I know she was a religious person. Of course, I seen the Bible there, but dang, I know like she gonna sit up here and try to preach to me. And I done told her, I'm like, I'm not interested in having this back and forth argument or debate. I'm not interested in debating it, because it's like, it seemed like she was trying to debate me and to try to prove her point that, I need to go to church. And I'm like, lady, I was born and raised in a church. You get what I'm saying? I don't need to go to church. I'm good. I know all about the church, Jesus Christ and all of this stuff. And I'm like, I'm good, okay? I'm good. The God that I serve, he got me. I'm protected. I'm straight. You can't preach your doctrine. I said, all of that is just indoctrination. You have to understand. But people that live by this religion, whatever religion that they practice, they swear up and down that it's just the gold religion. It's just the right thing. You just got to do this. You have to. If you don't do this, then you're going to go to hell. And it's just like, that's just what you believe in. Unfortunately, that's what the people who brought this religion to you have brainwashed people into believing. Whatever it takes to, it's like when people indoctrinate people and bring these religions to them, it's like whatever it takes to get people to believe, that's what they're going to use. Whether it takes fear, apparently, they use that, So that whole thing about hell, it's like, come on, I do believe certain stories in the Bible, right? Certain scriptures and messages, they have good messages in them. They do hold some weight, but don't try to put that shit onto me, man. I don't need nobody trying to preach to me, especially trying to tell me what I need to do. I'm talking about going to church. I ain't going that shit. Going to church. Go on the fuck I'm going to church so I can start my own church. I'm not going to no freaking church when the pastor don't know. He don't know the truth. He afraid to speak the truth. Only thing he sitting up here regurgitating and stuff that been taught to him, over the years. I'm like, nah, I'm good. But I'm like, it kind of annoyed me in a sense, y'all, because I'm like, why? I'm going here about water. I went to her store about water. I'm like, why am I going about water and I'm being harassed by this lady who's trying to sell this religion to me? I'm like, I'm good. I don't have to go to your freaking church, lady. I'm straight. It really annoyed me, y'all. And then Christians, they swear up and down, oh, just because they go to church that they better or that they live a healthier life. And I'm like, no. A lot of Christians are fucked up in the head. A lot of Christians are depressed. It don't mean that your life is all together just because you go to church. You cannot go to church and have a way healthier life, happier life than a person who go to church 5 days a week. Going to church, that don't mean shit. Yes, I like the certain aspects of church that I like that in the sense that it's building community. So I like the fact that it brings black people together. It brings groups of people who share this common belief together. I do like that about church, but it got to do more than just that. When we got these social problems affecting the black community. So I'm about to go ahead and put this in a plaque, but I feel like all of them are pretty good. Get twisted. Pretty tight. But I feel like, the church got to serve a bigger purpose than just, oh, we here to make people feel good for 2 hours on Sunday, by telling them about some superficial, made up God, some story that don't even really exist, ain't even real. You need to start telling people the truth. Who is a true God? True God is us. We are God. God lives in us. We are in the image of God. That's what they need to tell people. Now see how thick this one is? They don't tell you that. They want to tell you and try to teach you that God lives outside of you. No, God lives in you. We are God. And that's all we need. We were born with everything we need, is within us. We already have an innate inclination anyway to come together as a community. A society, same goddamn society and system that want to sit up here and tell you to believe in God, the same system that came in and destroyed our freaking communities. Break up the black households. So that's why you can't believe religion. It's the same motherfucking people. White supremacists are the same people feeding you this gospel. Basically telling you to worship them subconsciously. Worship the white man subconsciously. That's what Christianity teaches people. That you gotta become white as snow. You gotta become white like them. Bullshit. Stay black. That's what you gotta do. See this thing here, I'm grabbing it real tight. Pulling it real tight and make sure I get all them pieces up in there. Y'all see that? All them pieces up in there. Real tight. Real pretty. Tight. But I'm like, lady, I'm good. My life is blessed. And guess what? It's been, like I said, I don't know the last time I went to church. Oh my God. Dang, I had to been when I moved to Atlanta. I'm trying to think. When I moved to Atlanta back in 2011. I lived in Atlanta in 2011 through 2014. I had it been the last time. And I just visited one church, I think. No, I visited two churches there. I went to Eddie Long Church, y'all. Out of all churches, I went to his church. Visited that church. But y'all see, that's what I've done so far. So now I just have this part to do on that row. Moving on along. Let me see how long this video. 1 hour. See, like I said, it's gonna take me 1 hour to do my hair usually. But of course, I've been stopping and talking to you guys and showing you guys. But yeah, I went to a few churches when I was in Atlanta, living in Atlanta. It was alright. But child, that's the last time I've been to church. I'm like, my life has been great. Okay, my life has been great since I have not been going to church. So I'm good. Don't try to. I hate people try to make you feel guilty because you don't do. That's like a cult. It's almost like that's basically what religion is now. I'm trying to make sure I got this position right. But to me, that's what religion is. Like, it's just it's a cult, y'all. Trying to make people, it's like joining a gang. And I told that lady at the store, I told her, I was like, please stop it. Just stop it. Don't try to put that shit on me, man. And in fact, I might not even go there no more. For real, I don't think I'm going to her store no more, And I want to support black-owned businesses and stuff, but don't try to put that shit on me. If I gotta, every time I go to the store, I'm trying to just go get some water or some snacks, and you sitting up here trying to force feed me your religion, then guess what? I ain't coming to your store no more. I ain't going there no more. I go to CVX, get my water. At least I know going there, I ain't gotta. Nobody behind the counter ain't gonna be sitting up here asking me, do I go to church and da 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 and like trying to change my beliefs. I'm trying to change my beliefs. I'm good. Especially when it's on that. Now, unless it's something that you're trying to bring to me that's gonna benefit me, but church ain't the answer. Church is not the solution to the shit that's going on within the black community. That is not it. It ain't even a solution to the shit that's going on with people individually. Mental health problems. And they ain't gonna solve that problem. What's the name? Saeed had bipolar, Him going to church, that wouldn't solve that. That ain't gonna solve that problem that he had. It don't solve a lot of problems. I think it can help. It can provide hope, but in what context? Telling people that they gotta wait to die to get their riches. Motherfuckers ain't never gonna get no riches. You gotta die to get it. It's like, no, why you gotta live in hell your whole life and then you die and get your riches? Meanwhile, white people get their heaven right here on earth. That don't make no sense. That's what I feel religion trying to teach people. That's the false message that religion, hold on. That is the false message that religion teaches people. I ain't buying that shit. That's just so that their tactics work. The shit that they doing against the black community. And the way we cope with all this is just going to church every Sunday. Like, no wonder we still fucked up. Talking about a war strategy. It's a perfect war strategy. Put that shit in people's head. Oh, just pray to God about it. It's an invisible motherfucker. And everything gonna be better. Right? When you die, don't worry about it. You might be suffering now. You can't barely afford food or a place to stay. But don't worry about that. When you die, you're gonna have this mansion and gold streets and all this shit. Kind of bullshit. I don't believe that bullshit. That's, to me, that's a contradictory to what the Bible even teaches anyway about wealth and riches. So that don't make no sense to say that, okay, well, it's wrong to have riches and wealth on earth in this life, but when you die and you go to heaven, then you can have a desire for all of this materialistic shit. Y'all know that shit don't make no damn sense. Think about that shit, y'all. It don't make no damn sense. I'm ready to sit up here and try to put that in my head. I'm like, lady, if you don't get out my face with them lies, you can't do that. I used to be the same type of Christian out there calling myself recruiting. atheists and using fear tactics, telling them, you know, oh, you can die, you can walk out there right now and get hit by a bus, telling people that, oh, this can happen to you. That's what they try to use, fear tactics. This can happen to you, and if you don't believe, then that can happen to you. So you better give your life to God right now, because you don't know. You can die in a car accident as soon as you pull away from here. I don't tell nobody no shit like that. That's bullshit, man. Lies, 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 lies. It's not true. It's not true, guys. So I'm working my way to the front of my head. Feels so good. Like, I don't buy it, and I might even go back to her store. I was going to her store because, I mean, like I say, it's black owned. Like to support black owned businesses, you know. And some of the stuff is actually cheaper than CVS, but like I gotta get harassed. If I have to get harassed with religion every time I go into this store, I'm not doing it. I will just walk my ass to CVS. That's what I'm gonna do. Because I'm tired of these damn people here. Okay, so look at there. Work my way to the front. Now the question here is, alright, so for you guys can see, this is what I've done so far. So the question remains, should I make this 2 rows that I'm holding, or should I keep it 1? This is what I'm working with here, you guys. Is that 2 rows or 1? 2. Go ahead and make that 2. So y'all see, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm making 2 rows. I'm just basically dividing it in half, just sectioning your hair off. White girls know how to section their hair off. 2. All you do is just do that now. Don't really need a mirror to do it, but I'm using it since I'm talking to you guys. I'm using my cheat sheet. I'm using a mirror. Like I said, when I usually do this, ouch, y'all see that's not starting to go together. But when I usually do this, I don't use a mirror. Now I am. Okay, so now I got that divided in half. Is that about? Let's see. Yep. That's good. You don't have to be perfect. And then I just plait this part just to keep it out of the way. So it doesn't get in the way of the others. If you guys are watching, if you guys have dreads, comment below and let me know. What is your regimen? What's your routine? And I use this to secure it. Like so. Let's get it out of my way. Now I got this. It's not really much, you know, but I had to separate it because I felt like it was just, this is a lot of dreads to make into 1 row, so I had to divide it into 2. Okay, so I could do this into 3, but I'm just going to do 2 sections, y'all. So I'm going to divide this in half, like that. Did it in half, and then add my gel. to the entire section. That's how I usually do. I add it to the entire section. Y'all notice I did not use any grease, and I said I was going to show y'all. Okay. So, all right. I just got this too from the same hair store in Baldwin Hills Mall. This is Jamaican black castor oil. And I got it because it helps stimulate hair growth. And you guys notice, I'm going to add it to my hair when I finish. So, sorry guys. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. How did that happen? Okay, so I'm going to add this to the roots of my hair when I finish this video. And this is oil. It helps stimulates hair growth. But I did not, as you guys notice, like I started retwisting my dreads without adding any kind of oils or anything to my scalp. So you can do it, you know, before. I would say it might be a good thing to do it before, but you can do it after. You know, it doesn't matter if you add oils before or after. Because I think this gel, because it might have alcohol in it, it can dry out. Does it have alcohol? It says water, sodium, caramel color, glycol, soy protein. Okay, so it doesn't have alcohol. Yeah, it's alcohol free. Alcohol free and doesn't flake. And this is the name of the store I got it from. It says Beauty Club Plus. But yeah, this doesn't have any alcohol in it because alcohol is not really good to put on your hair, y'all. It dries it out. You dry your hair out. You want things that add nutrients to your hair. Like you have to look at it. Your body is all one organism, right? So you have to think, would you put that into your mouth? If it's not good to eat, then we really should ask ourselves, is it good for our skin? Is it good for our hair? You know, if it's not good to eat. That's why you have a lot of people really stick 100% natural. They go 100% natural when it comes to their hair, the stuff they put in their hair, because some of these products, y'all, we can't be trusting. Sometimes it's not good. But I've been using that black gel since I was young, so it's fine. It's good. It's been tested and approved. And I just keep twisting like that. Keep going. And I love the hair. It's called Crimson Red. I forget the name of the brand of dye that I use, but the color is called Crimson Red. And like I said, it's like basically dye that came in these packages that you just rip the top off the package and then just, you know, squeeze it onto your hair. And it's already pre-made, no mixing required and nothing. I use that kind of dye. And I love those things. I think it's like $4 a pack. And I got 2 packs because I only dyed the top part of my hair. I just put it on the top part. I ain't put it on the back. It was more like a highlight than it was a dye. And as you guys can see, I'm getting up here. Top of my hair. And my arms are like screaming, help! But I have to keep the momentum going. I gotta finish this bad boy. Gotta finish this sucker. Okay. I never haven't even eaten breakfast yet. So I don't know. As soon as I finish this, I'm about to go run and go get me something to eat. After I finish this. That was pretty quick. Y'all see how fast I did that section? moving fast. And like I said, sometimes I go right back over them. And all it is just retightening and making them more tighter. Tight and secure. Oh, so y'all ain't gonna tell me how church was since I talked about that little story. Ain't gonna tell me. If y'all enjoy church, then that's good. Church can be a good thing. Y'all had a good time in church. If you had a good time in church, then thumbs up. Sometimes, it just depends on the church you go to. So, okay, I got that. So I'm gonna go ahead and start to apply. And I'll pull it, make it tight like that. Make sure I got all of them, because there's nothing worse than starting off with plait and realizing, oh, I forgot one. And you gotta take the plait loose. Sometimes I find myself doing that at least on one of the plaits throughout my head, but it hasn't happened. It hasn't happened yet, thank God. And I just keep on plaiting and suck all the way down to the end. Keep going. I'll just put extra pressure to make sure I go in. Dreads can be stubborn sometimes, you don't want to go with the flow. And what I'll do, like I said before, when I run out of hair, a dreads to fit with the braid, I'll just end it right there wherever it ends and put the rubber band there to secure it. I don't leave my rubber bands on that long either, you guys, because I feel that rubber bands can cause breakage. I just use it as a tool to secure my hair so that it stays. I always check my hair to see if any of my dreads, see like this one, I just had to pull this off because sometimes they get at the end of the tips, they'll get thin. And so I just go ahead and pull it off. What's the point of having a little, I can't even talk straight, you guys. What's the point of having a piece of hair that's hanging, like if your hair is getting thin? It's better to just trim it or just pull it on off, because it grows back anyway. So what's going to happen? It's just going to grow longer and longer and longer. So no worries. I have pretty good roots though. I haven't had no breakage at the root. It just usually happens at the end, because when you talk about the hair at the end of dreads, especially if they're this long, it's gonna be some really brittle, thin hair, Sometimes not though. Sometimes you don't see that, right? Sometimes it's just thick like that. And then sometimes it's kind of thin, it grows out. So, just clip it off with some scissors, or for me, sometimes I'll just pop it myself with my hand. But thankfully, I have not experienced, like I say, no breakage at my roots. None of my hair, out of the 13 years that I've had my dreads, I've never experienced breakage at the roots, so that's a great thing. People are a trip. Sorry, y'all. People are a trip. Someone message you at the last minute talking about, okay, yeah, we can meet. If I text you this morning, don't be texting me. This is for this house I'm looking at. The tour, and talking about, oh, we can meet at 1. We ain't meeting at no dang on 1. Should have texted me that in advance. Don't text me last minute talking about, oh, we can meet. We can't do nothing. We not doing nothing. Alright, so keep going. Y'all see? So they start to go together. And you just separate it like that. Just pull them apart. That's what dreads will do naturally. They will grow together. this is how I usually be. My head hung like this. Not looking at anything. I'm thinking about that dang on prank I did on y'all on April Fools. If you guys haven't seen the prank, go back and watch my April Fools prank that I did on y'all. And some people, even after April Fool's Day, they still was tricked. Like my coworker, she still thought I was cutting my hair. I'm like, you really crazy. You think I'm cutting my hair? I guess I did some good acting in that video. So you guys gotta go back and watch that video. I did some great acting because people really believed me. They thought that I was really serious. Even on April Fool's Day, how can y'all get fooled on April Fool's Day? I guess that's what they call April Fools. It's a day that tells you in advance that, hey, people are going to be doing tricks. So watch out. And then people still get fooled. They still fall for the trick. Oh my gosh. I got y'all, man. I got y'all. One year, I forget what year it was. It was a couple years ago. I had tricked people on my business page. My nonprofit organization called UBAWA, spelled UBAWA. It's an acronym that stands for Urban Books, Authors, and Writers of America. It's a literary organization. And what I did, I went on Facebook, you guys. I tricked them. I was like, I came up with this long spiel about why UBAWA was shutting down and and how we're going to miss everybody. Every dog, I got them so good. Like, people were just, oh, sorry, please don't leave. People were commenting, y'all. That dang on post went viral. It was so funny. Because people were in shock. They really thought that UBAWA was shutting down. And so then I didn't want to tell them it was a joke right away. So I let that post stay up for, it had to have been half the day. And then I made another post maybe like 6 hours later. And I was like, psych, April Fool's, UBAWA is not going nowhere. People was like, oh my gosh, you got us. Like they was sharing a post saying, no, this can't be true. UBAWA isn't going anywhere. Like UBAWA can't go anywhere. People really thought UBAWA was shutting down, y'all. They were devastated. But that goes to show me like how much people really do appreciate the services, you know, and the organization provides, because it's like, wow, it was just a joke. I was just doing it for April Fools, just for fun. People like was really getting upset about it. It's like, no, this can't be. You cannot be doing this. You can't leave us. So after that year, seeing how like disappointed people were, I decided I wasn't gonna do that joke. I think since then I haven't done that April Fool's joke, because people was just so devastated. They thought that it was real. You know, that's almost like telling somebody that somebody died. Right? Like, you're making an April Fool's joke to say that somebody in your family died. It's not really, sometimes it's not the best joke. You know, even though that you doing it to have fun, you know. It's not the best joke sometimes for people. So, you guys have been hanging in there. You guys, as you guys can see, I'm kind of coming to an end. I don't have that much more to go. And usually, like I say, it doesn't really take, like, how long have I been talking? About an hour 30? It don't take that long to do these shreds. Just, I've been, you know, of course I've been pausing and talking to you guys, so it takes up some time, but I don't waste no time when I'm doing my hair. I just be going. Before you know it, I'm done. So I'm at the end of this one. You guys can see. But yeah, I want to show you guys this card, this business card. I'm about to show you guys in a minute that I got from this guy, this black man in Crenshaw. He has his own. He works at this, I guess it's a beauty salon, barbershop. But they do like natural hair too there. And he gave me his card. Starter locks, lock retwist, lock repair, lock coloring. And I saw his hair. So that's how you can tell if somebody can do hair. You look at their hair and see. You know, I was like, you did your hair? He was like, yeah, I did it. But his hair looked really nice. He had dreads and his hair looked really clean, neat. And I took his card because he was like, yeah, you know, I do styles or whatever. And, you know, I don't really, like I told you guys, I don't go to the salon to get my hair done. I really don't believe in that. My dad always taught me to be self-sufficient. And if I can do something myself, then do it. And don't, you know, rely on other people to do it. So I've always just kept with that and just did my own hair. So now I've come down to the final row, you guys. This is the final row. The final row. So far, you guys can see, this is what I've done. Separate. This is what I've done so far. I have this left to go. Alright, so I'm going to start, I think I always start on this side when I get to the front. Start on this side. This is my left side. It might be reversed because I'm doing this live video and they flip the camera when you're doing live. But I usually start on my left side here. Like so. Okay. You guys can see some of the red dyes on my scalp. This is my favorite part too, I think, the front part. This is the part that really matters, I think, too. And as you guys notice, I didn't bother plaiting this excess part. You know, I'm just kind of leaving it. And let it hang on that side of my hair. And make sure I smooth the gel in pretty good. Because it's like, this is the part that actually matters. This is the part that a lot of people will see. Right? Gotta make sure all those hairs are in there and smoothed in. And the gel, it helps smooth that hair in. Get those edges in there. And like I say, I do it on the whole section. Feel free to share, you guys, any tips that you have on this. I think that's about enough gel. I don't like to do overkill with the gel too much. Okay, and I just begin my twisting. Yeah, I always start like from the back and work my way to the front. So as you guys can see, I'm doing these back pieces first in this section, and then I'll do the front tip of my line last. Like that. I'm hungry. I don't know what I'm gonna eat, y'all. Not like I have much to choose from out here anyway. I don't know. Subway? Hell no. I eat way too much Subway, y'all. Way too much. Just like that. And definitely with the front pieces, I usually always go back over all of those in the front and make sure they're extra tight. Everything is all secure. Some of this is gel, y'all see. Some of that is just the color of the dye that I put in my hair yesterday. I got class on Tuesday and I got work tomorrow, and they're gonna be looking at me like, what happened to you? Yeah, this is art for me though. That's why, like I said, even if that package did come with gloves, which you didn't. I probably wouldn't use them anyway. I never do because like it's like playing in art, painting. For me, it's like playing in paint. I have fun with it. When I'm putting the dye in my hair, it's fun for me. Yeah, that would be crazy if I actually did decide to go bald. Like, if some guys gonna comment talking about, oh, you gonna look sexy. I'm like, yo, crazy? I know good and well I'm not about to cut my hair bald. Mm-mm. I remember my dad when I was growing up, he would tell me, he was like, don't cut your hair. And I actually, like I said, when I locked my hair in 2015, I say 2015, 2005. Yeah, my freaking time is all messed up. Okay, so I probably said 2015 earlier in the video, but I started my dress in 2005. I graduated college 2006. So I started my dress 2005, which would make that 13 years ago. But that wasn't the first time I had, went natural. Like I have been natural before. I think I did it like in high school. My dad was like, "Why are you cutting your hair? Don't cut your hair. Your hair is your glory. Hair is a woman's glory. A woman shouldn't cut her hair." My dad was all up in my grill, y'all. And I'm like, Dad, you don't understand. I'm doing this because I want to go natural, so it's gonna grow back. I'm just doing it, just to cut the perm out and go natural. But he was like, no. Because then, even with my perm, I had long hair. I had long, straight, pretty hair with my perm. My hair grows pretty healthy and thick. Just like with the dreads, it was the same way when I had a perm in it. And so, all he saw was, oh, you just cutting your hair. He didn't see that I was cutting the perm out, and then gonna go with this. But I end up doing it anyway. Against his will. He didn't like it. And he was like, don't do it. Don't cut your hair. And I did it anyway. Okay. How many is that? 4? Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. Stick with 4. Yeah, so he didn't like that, but I'm trying to see how many times did I go natural. I want to say I went natural twice in college before I actually locked my hair up. I locked my hair up like my junior year, I think it was, in college. So I was young. I was like 21, I think. 2021. And I locked my hair. Well, that wasn't the first time I had went natural. I did it before. I think I did it that was, I think my freshman year, I think I had went natural. And then I went natural in high school. But yeah. It felt good though, even when I remember cutting my hair, it felt good cutting the perm and doing something new. Because like I said, I wasn't doing it just for the style. I was actually doing it more so just for a statement, to say that I can embrace my natural beauty. I don't have to put no perm in my hair. Be beautiful. Perm, that shit frying a motherfucking head anyway. My old roommate commented on my April Fool's joke video talking about, oh, you should keep your hair natural, keep the dreads, because if you cut your hair, you're gonna just think about all of that money you're gonna be spending in the salon. I'm thinking like, okay, even if I was to cut my hair, which I'm not, hypothetically speaking, based on the statement that she made, I'm like, if I was to cut my hair, and let's say, because the title of my video says I'm gonna cut my hair and actually go bald. So if you bald, you ain't gotta spend money on it anyway, unless you're going to the barbershop. But hell, I would get me a set of clippers and do it myself. I still would not be going to some dang on salon, paying nobody to do my hair. No, man, I do that shit myself. And I'm thinking, okay, yes, of course, I'm getting older. And one day I'm going to be 50 or 60, and I'm much older, and I'm going to be like, will I still be doing my hair? Probably will. Maybe at that point I'll be to have some kids and they can do it for me. You guys can see. Almost done, you guys. If I do go to the salon though, because I was thinking, like I said, the guy gave me his card, and I get offers a lot from people wanting to do my dreads. I remember when I was living in Atlanta, Georgia, I ran into a celebrity stylist, y'all. Like, he was a celebrity dread stylist. And he did, what's it? I know it was a female, I think. It was a female I met. I was at Sonic Drive-In. And I met this black woman who say she did T-Pain dreads, like for real. And I looked her up. She was legit. She gave me her card, and she damn sure was legit. She did T-Pain dreads and had pictures of her on there doing his hair and other celebrity artists' hair. So she definitely got tight work, and she was just offering to style my hair. Like, I can retwist my own dreads. I don't need nobody to do that for me. But she was offering to style it, but I was just like, nah, I'm good. I don't know. One day I might get my hair styled though. For real, yeah. I might go to a salon and get it professionally styled. Like, even that, like some of those styles, I'm like, I could do that shit myself, y'all. I'm pretty creative, man. And like I say, I used to do hair. I used to style other people's hair. So this ain't nothing new to me. And y'all think y'all seen something new out here. This ain't nothing but a rerun to me. See, now I have the part right here in my hair pulled this side. But y'all know I usually wear my part right here. And I pull my hair on the other side. I thought about switching it, making my part right here and swinging my hair this way. But no, y'all, that ain't me. I like it the other way. And I don't recommend, I know I told you guys before, but I do not recommend, if you have dreads, do not get in the pool that has chlorine in it, y'all. If you don't have your hair tied up, because your dreads are going to go missing in that pool. That's what happened to me. And like I said, it didn't pop off from the root. My hair never popped off from the root, but it popped off from some of the ends that were kind of weak. It popped off on some of those ends. So that's why y'all see, like, these pieces of my hair up here, much shorter than some parts, other places. Those parts got lost, y'all, in the pool. And I'm in the pool, y'all. This was last year. I'm swimming in the pool and looking at my freaking dreads floating in the pool. I'm like, no, it wasn't like, I mean, to me, of course, it was a lot. Like, one is a lot. If I see one just floating, that's a lot to me. But it wasn't like it was a lot necessarily, but it was enough for me to be losing my mind. I was just like, no, y'all flipping out. My hair was losing my hair, and I think it was mainly because of that freaking Clorox, y'all. Because when I washed my hair, like I said yesterday, and it wasn't no dreads in the tub. When I wash my hair, I don't see any dreads floating around in my freaking tub. So it's not that the water did it was that freaking Clorox. Clorox and took my freaking hair. Chlorine in that dang on pool. So, yep, I'm coming around to being finished, you guys. So tonight I'll be finished. I'm gonna show you guys the finished product of my hair. Let me see. So since I'm gonna wear it, the part on this side, I might make that one. Try to make that two. I might just make it one. Make this one and put my part there. And make this one plait here. So go ahead and put my gel, separate that. Y'all, I seen this video because I was looking on YouTube yesterday at videos of freeform locks, right? And I seen this video of somebody flat ironing their dreads, y'all. I'm talking about they had like each individual one, and they took like this really hot ass iron and was flat iron. Y'all had to see the finished thing, y'all, the finished product. That y'all look is so crazy. I'm like, why in the hell would somebody want to flat iron their dreads? I don't know. But I choose the color red because I think it signifies power and strength. And I see myself as a strong, powerful black woman. So that's why I like red, you guys. And it looks good on my skin, especially in the light. The light I have now, it ain't really doing justice. I gotta buy me a light, y'all. A better light so you guys can see. And I need to start using my camera, y'all. I have a freaking camera. Not my phone camera, but a camera, you know, a professional camera that I can actually use to do these videos on. But I prefer to go live. To interact with you guys. But I said I am going to start recording my videos on the professional cam. So you guys can see much better quality. I wonder what thumbnail Facebook gonna put for this video. They always be having me looking silly in my thumbnails, y'all. They always pick like the oddest position or pose that I be in for the thumbnail. They better pick a good one. Unlike YouTube, who allows their content creators to choose their thumbnails, Facebook chooses them for you for their videos. I don't like that too much. I'm almost finished, you guys. Yay! Yay! We're almost finished. Feel like you guys are doing it with me. You guys are tuning in. Okay, what's that? 3. And when I get finished, then I'll put the oil in it. All on my scalp. It's always good to moisturize your hair. Oil. Now the shampoo that I use is Pantene. I like Pantene because it adds volume. It adds volume to your hair. And my fingers and my arms, it's trying to get a little tight, but I'm pretty good. I'm good to go. I'm straight. Because I do this. We do this, y'all. I'm just going over these to make it a little bit tighter. Oh, see, I got dye. clean up my hands. Some guys actually twist their own hair too. It's amazing. You do it yourself, y'all. Y'all see how simple it is. It's so simple. This is so simple to do. All you're doing is just twirling the dread, twisting it around your fingers like that. Now, of course, it takes practice. I'm used to doing this, so you might not be able to get it right on the first time around. But if you just play around with it and keep doing it, guys, y'all can do your own dreads. For real, you can do this yourself. When your hair is shorter now, when it comes to securing it, when it's shorter, it might be much more challenging, right? Because you're like, okay, how do I secure it? But it's ways, I don't know what's happening there. There's ways that you can secure your hair when you're shorter. Some people use those clips. I don't like those things, though. Those things look so tacky. You have a whole head full of those metal silver clips all over your head. Then you have to walk around with that in your hair like that. I don't too much like those. I prefer to use rubber bands or plait my hair. I didn't use rubber bands. I'm trying to remember though. When my hair was shorter, what did I use? How did I secure my hair? I think very rarely though, on very rare occasions that I use those clips when it was shorter. But when it was shorter, I want to say I plaited it. I think I still plaited it to secure it. When it was shorter, look at that red, y'all. I love that red. It's so pretty. Love that red. The company, the brand that I use to dye my hair with, they actually make like different colors. They make blue, they make green, they make pink. I get pink sometimes too. Put it in my hair. I like different colors. You can do that out here. You can do that in New York and LA. Some places people look at you weird if you got pink hair. But everybody got different stuff out here in LA, so it's like the norm. You're not looked at as weird. And now we've come around to the final one. We have made it. And what's the time, you guys? Let's see. 2 hours. Wow, you guys. Now, of course, it don't take 2 hours. Like I say, I can do all of this. I've done it in 45 minutes before because there's been times where I actually been rushing trying to do it because I had an interview or had a meeting. And I do my hair so fast, and before you know it, it's done in 45 minutes, literally 45 minutes. I can do this style in. But I've been going a lot slower, talking to you guys, turning around, showing you guys what it looks like from the back. So that takes time. But it definitely don't take no 2 hours to do this style. You can definitely do it like in 45 minutes to an hour. I'm almost done. I can't wait, y'all, because I'm hungry, number one. And like I say, once you get to the top of your head, because I started from the back, it does get tiring after doing this, because this is a job, y'all. This is work. This is a job in and of itself. Who is watching? Y'all are mighty quiet. Who said watching? Okay. Yeah, I love red, y'all. I like the way it looks. Sitting on the floor, that's why I keep repositioning myself. What up, Fred? I figured that was you. You've seen me do my hair. And
Fred, that's my homeboy, y'all, in Ohio. I started his dreads too, but now he go to another loctician to get his hair twisted. Who, by the way, does an awesome job on your hair, Fred. He be posting pictures of his locks, but I started his dreads. What year did I start your hair, Fred? Do you remember? So I'm gonna go over these and make sure it's tight before I put it in my plait. Do you remember the year? I don't remember the year. It's been a while. The year that I started your dreads. Just go over these and make sure they're good and tight. That's the last time, and then I'm gonna go ahead and plait it. Like so. Was it 2011? Dang. It's been a minute. Like that. Make sure I got all of them in there. 2011. Damn. So you had yours 7 years. Yeah, I started mine in 2005. Make sure I pull it pretty tight. Just notification saying that my phone about to die. So I gotta finish this video. You say it was 2011? Yes, it goes by fast, man. And look how long your dreads are. Look how long they are. And healthy too. Like if you eat healthy and you're able to regulate your stress, right? And take good care of yourself, you can see it in a person's hair a lot of times, how healthy they are. You know? Because your hair is a part of your health. It's a part of your body. It grows out of your head. It grows out of your body. And so, definitely, you see people that got long hair, it's a good sign that they have good health. They're taking good care of themselves, eating healthy. Okay. So, yes, I'm done. I can close this. And as you guys can see, I've been digging in this bottle, but I haven't used all of it. I still have a lot more left. And I really enjoyed doing this tutorial with you guys. It was awesome. It was fun. Like, I finally got around to doing it. I try to keep them up. I'm not catching you no time soon. Drink some water. If it can take something out of you when you shouldn't be working, but alright. Fred, I don't know. I might let you catch. Like I said, I be clipping mine sometimes, so thanks. And so here is the oil. This is Jamaican black castor oil. This is just one. Hold on, let me show y'all. Another one that I got. This is empty though. But yes, y'all, this is life. I put this on my scalp and just dab it basically. It's oil, so you just dab it on your scalp. Just like that, dab it all the way around on your scalp. Dab, 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 dab. Like that. All the way around. Dab, dab, dab. Alright, that's enough. And it'll sit, it'll soak in. And that's it, you guys. That is it. That is it. Can you guys see? That is the finished product. I am done. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching this tutorial, this live tutorial of me retwisting my locks. And this is the finished product, you guys. You guys can see. There she is. Thank you guys for watching. Comment below. Feel free to share your tips that you use on your hair when you retwist your hair. You guys who have locks. Thank you, Sammy. And feel free to give us, any tips or advice that you have for maintaining dreadlocks. But this is just how I maintain mine. And like I said, I do this probably, I retwist my hair probably once every 4 to 6 weeks, so I give myself and my hair, time to grow and give my scalp, I don't like to put too much pressure on my scalp and on my hair by pulling my hair. So that's just the regimen that I follow. But feel free to share if you have any tips on how you guys maintain your locks, and feel free to share this video. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. Catch you guys later, and happy Sunday. Bye bye.